Streaming to YouTube is complicated. Why is it so complicated? Hello, Internet. Okay, if I do it there, it just happens once. All right, let's turn the music on. All right, hopefully that is a reasonable volume. So anyway, hi. I just have this up because this is the probably the most promising thing, or the most useful to other people maybe thing that I've done ever, because like I don't generally do, you know, it's usually just stuff from me, right? Like you do. I like to run my fans hard, and so this lets me pump them faster than the default. It's not important. That's not what we're here for. We're here for Zig. I'm using the Helix editor that I've customized a little bit. I have this obsession with new space. New space? That's not right. What's the right word? White space. I have an obsession with white space. You see how this...
Ah.
Good lord. I don't like this. Now that I'm live, I can't stop sneezing. Great. Super. All right. Hopefully. Let's try this. Okay. So let's do the thing, right? Oh yeah, so new lines like to automatically have their white space removed, and I hate that. So now if I open new lines, they're we got space. And it stays there. But I'm not gonna screw with this too much because, you know, like adding spaces. If this was my personal projects, I would have spaces lined up to whatever the current indentation is. Because I'm a crazy person, and only a crazy person would do that. That's why I had to fork Helix, just so I could have my way. That's fine. So this is my forked version of Helix. And then everything else that I've done to it is just, you know, standard configuration stuffs. So I hate hitting escape to get back to normal mode because it's so out of the way. So I have it to where enter takes me to normal mode, shift enter works like regular enter when I'm in edit mode or insert mode. Why? I could literally breathe like 10 minutes ago. So I guess this is an angry stream. Let's make that one more bigger. All right, so I'm not gonna, well, I guess I can open them. So exercise 1. Like, oh no, it's supposed to print hello world, blah 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 blah. These are the outputs here. Oh, I guess it only is gonna show me the most recent one or some stuffs. Yeah. Ah. Okay, so Zig 1, the original, oh yeah, it'll show me what's modified. So yay, it didn't have the pub here. Everything by default is private and you have to specify pub, so we added pub. So that's 1. Then 2. This. I think we had to add const. It was either. Let's see. Import function. It's a good idea to store the import as a constant value. So. Oh no. It was const question marks, and we had to add std there because this was already here, so we just had to make this match that. 3. Then in 3, we had a few things to fix. We had to make these the right. So what was it? This one had to be switched to var. It was const, and we had to switch it to var because here we're modifying it, right? This had to be switched to U32 because they were all U8. It was U8, and that number's too big. So we had to switch to U32 so that would fit. That had to be switched to I8 so that it would, because you know negatives, right? Okay. Then it prints all those out. 4. Yeah, this is really a good start. Leave that open. Anyway. All right, so 4. Learn some basic arrays. What did we actually... Oh. Wrong thing highlighted. So this constant is going to cause problems later, so we just switch it to var. We need to complete this expression. So I think this one we had to put that 3 there. I think this was question marks here, and we just had to, if we want the 4th element, it's 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. Here we had to add the .len to get the length. Alright, so that's 0 through 4, and we already did those. Just showing off. So let's see how fast we can do these. What's the problem? Problem 1. Please set this array concatenating the 2 arrays above. And how do we just do it that way? All right, so we want le plus plus t. Problem 2. Please set this array using repetition. And the rest of it is just the printing stuffs. So that should be 5 out of the way. Alright, 6 is the problem now. Alright. This is probably the worst speedrun ever. We're off to a bad start. Problem 1. Like, me being able to breathe. Probably sending my avatar flying all over the place. Yeah. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Problem 1. Use array square bracket syntax to get the letter D from the string Stardust. So that's the 5th character, so we want 4. Use the array repeater to make ha ha ha. Problem 3, use the array concatenation operator to make Major Tom. Like, didn't we kind of just do... We didn't do the repeating stuffs in the last one. Since I really... the enter thing to go back to normal mode, that's the most recent change I made, so I'm still getting used to it. But it's really nice not having to reach way up to the escape key. And for the most part, like, you know, I can see it potentially being bothersome when writing all new code. I haven't gotten that far yet, and I'll see how that goes. But for the most part, it's fine. Then I just have to get used to every time I hit enter, then man, I cannot concentrate. It's real bad. I don't know how we're gonna get through this. Ha ha ha. Oops. Oh, I see. You'll need to add a space as well. My bad. Did not see that. All right, 7, hooray. Ziggy played guitar, jamming good with Andrew Kelly and Spiders from Mars. Hilarious. So I think it's only double. And we want it What the hell? Oh, and that's wrong anyway. We changed that. Does it fail? It doesn't even try again. It just says you passed. And all right, well, let's undo that, save, and can I? No, it won't do it again. That's different. They must have done a thing, because that is different. Quiz time. Da-da-da-dum. Note, usize is an unsigned integer type used for sizes. The exact size of usize depends on the target CPU architecture. We could have used a U8 here, but usize is the idiomatic type to use for array indexing. There is a problem on this line, but usize isn't it. Well, it's either the const or the one. We don't know what it wants yet, so let's find out what it wants. All right, note, when you want to declare memory, an array in this case, without putting anything in it, you can set it to undefined. There's no problem on this line. All right. The following lines attempt to put Z, I, and G into the lang array. We just need to lang array we just created by indexing the array. Okay, so the Z is 0, 1. So that's correct. So this should be, if we're going to, are we changing X? We're changing X. So that just needs to be var. That's very convenient. Okay. Music? Hello? Okay. Back to the thing and the stuff that we're doing. All right, lang 0 is letters X, and that's already correct. So we set X to 3, and now lang 3 is, now I'm assuming we're going in order, but it should be the I, so that's, yeah, that's correct. So we're just going to change this to that. All right, that solves that. And here it should be G, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this needs to be 5. And this needs, oops. To be X. Good, on to 9. Okay. Please fix this condition. I guess what I want to say, if foo equals 1. Because we're fixing the condition and not the... What do we actually want? Foo... Okay, here we go. Foo is 1, foo is not 1. Foo is 1, we're not changing that, so the correct output is foo is 1. So we're going to say if foo equals 1. I wonder if we bitcast it to U1. That still probably wouldn't work. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm aware of the existence of bitcast, but we're not there yet. So let's just concentrate on doing the thing. Passed. Foo is 1. If statements are also valid expressions. Discount true. So if... And... And I've already forgotten. Do we need then or just... I think we just do it like this. If discount is true, the price should be $17, otherwise $20. We just need it to be a number, and it's a U8. We can see that it's just a U8. So if discount, then 17, else 20. It's a weird way to calculate a discount. Very specific. Expected after statement. So does that mean that I have to say like that? Or before the else? I didn't pay attention. Oh, action Wally. We can just read here. Right there. And just keep wiggling this mouse. Right there. 2 else 3. I have done a thing that we don't need to do. But okay. All right, so that worked. But let's take a look at take a look at 9 again. That's 90, not 9. So if I did it as statements, would I have to say return? As statements, as blocks. Do I have to like return from blocks to get that to work like that? Because here, the important thing about Zig's if is that it only accepts Boolean values. It won't coerce numbers or other types of data to true or false, which is a good thing because it's ambiguous. If you let anything act as a true or false value, you can sometimes be surprised by what the answer is. Perhaps perhaps we'll have these questions answered for us. But because it's already passed, I can't try something else without... I can run a specific example. There was so minus dn and then the number, and it looks like I don't have to include the zeros, which I being a pedant. Would force myself to include the zeros. So can I return? Okay, that doesn't work. All right. Do I have to put them on new lines if I do it like this? Maybe that's the difference. Is that I can't do one-liners? Oh, yeah. Oops. Hmm. Can you really not do some stuff in a block and return a number? Value of type comp time int ignored. But I want to like I want to return it to this. I want this to go to this. Can you really not do that? Huh. Okay. If we ditch these, oh yeah. I don't think you can do it. But even if I do that, what's weird is it doesn't complain. Like, if I can't do that, it should complain about the assignment. It should be like, sorry, you can't use blocks when you're using if in an assignment. Because how are you supposed to? Is it break or some nonsense like that? If it's not return, break outside of a loop can't do it. It can't be continue. That's another loop thing. You know, I there's a reason I use air quotes on speed run. Um, this is really just me trying to force my will upon the language. Let's search the internets. Can you use blocks and ternary if statements? Oh, in Zig. In Zig. Why not? Ternary conditional operators do not exist in Zig. No, you're wrong. The if statement is the ternary. It's a ternary. Test if statement. All right, if expressions. So if a da 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 da. If this is, that's it. Yep. It's either you use it as a very simple ternary with no blocks, or you use it to group statements. There is no mix matching of this. The behavior I would expect is you don't end with a semicolon for your last line, and that's your output. And you should be able to assign a complex thing. But what you can do is, oh, what about anonymous functions? Is there an anonymous function? Let's see, Zig. Zig have anonymous. Typing is hard. Functions. I don't know what that is. Special struct based syntax. So is it the dot thing? Here we go. Oh. Like, do I have to write an actual function? Let me go back and read his answer. Have fun. Oh my god. Um, Can I oops. Expected expression found const. Can I force it? Can I not force it? Can I just, if I just change that to a dot, will it do what I want? And then also, it's probably not going to work either. Um, yeah, it's not going to work. Okay. All right. Moving on. Oops, that is not what I wanted to do. Oh shit. Now my shit is fucked up. Undo. Yeah, already all those changed because I closed it. I didn't mean to close it. God blasted evil. Oops. All right, how irritating. Fine. Yeah, we're on a level. Okay. The while statement. Arg, I can't. Ugh. I'm definitely not gonna fork Zig just to make if statements work the way that I want them to. I'll just have to learn to accept it. Whether I really want to or not. Oh. All right, be right back. I ran out of liquids, is what happened. Okay. Now that I'm done obsessing over things I can't change, time for tea. Tea time. The long dark tea time of the soul. Five cubes of sugar. 2 Irish breakfast and 1 chai. I think people like tea because it's ritualistic. Or at least that's probably why I like it. I don't like regular tea. Like, oh, I grew up in the South and they're all about sweet tea. And I hate that stuff. It's foul. That's why I like a nice black tea. Uh, Irish breakfast is really good. It's got an indescribable flavor, other than it tastes like Irish breakfast. And then the chai adds a nice bit of spice. Water's almost boiled. Let's see. And again, what is going on? Oh. If I just refresh this. All right, looping should be on, shuffle should be on. Why is... Oh, this stuff is way down here. Autoplay is on. Why isn't this list next to the video? Is it because it's not wide enough? Is that the deal? And then let's turn it back to default view because we don't need theater view. We're just listening to it. Okay, that's really short. Will it do what it's freaking supposed to do and go to another tune? There it goes. Okay, all right. Let's just trust that the music will do its job. We have to believe. Without music, there is no long dark tea time of the soul. Oh, wait, is this also zoomed in? No, it's not. Oh, right, but this is. That's why. That shouldn't affect the other problem I was having, but it... Okay, so now I can find out how much I can turn the music up without it getting onto the microphone. So that way I don't have to wear the headphones and I can just concentrate on what I'm doing. Why does it say it's a... Really? Oh, because I have it turned down so low. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's not being picked up by the mic, so that's good. And I don't have to worry about the bot because it's not set up for this. Because you can't just have Firebot support YouTube because apparently YouTube is freaking complicated. I mean, their streaming is kind of an afterthought and they just do things in a totally different way. Mostly this stream is listen to Rom complain. Okay. We're only on like 11 out of 90, so we gotta buckle up and do the thing. Move T. Okay. Did I mention the vanilla? I added vanilla. It's not important. So here we have, it's all talking about comparison operators, and we got while condition. So var n to until n reaches 1024 until, so while n is less than 1024 and it's doubling it each time. So before it gets to 1024, when we're doubling, it's 512. So I could say less than or equal to 512 and it should still work, but it prints it, it does the double, and if next time then it's 1024, then we don't bother. We don't bother to print it again. Are there any other issues? No, that's the only one. Yay. Oh, and yeah, that still would have worked if I had said less than or equal to 512. This is fine. All right. All right, please set the continue expression so that we get the desired results in the print statement below. While n is less than 1,000, what do we want to do? As in the last exercise, we want this to result in n equals 1024. And so we're just doubling it. So here is just n times equals 2. Ah. Oh. Hooray. I want to print every number between 1 and 20 that is not divisible by 3 or 5. Fizzbuzz. So as long as it's not divisible, then we're going to continue. You can force a loop to exit immediately with a break statement. Oh dear, this while loop will go forever? Please fix this so that the print statement below gives the desired output. We want n equals 4, and it just loops over n plus equals 1. So we break if n equals 4. Yay. Oh. Behold the for loop. For loops let you execute code for each element of an array. Here's our array story. HHSNH. A dramatic story. The end. So, how? It's for items. So we want for story. Scene. A dramatic story. Happy, happy, sad, mediocre, happy, the end. Nonplussed. Resting bitch face. Happy, happy, sad, resting bitch face, happy. I don't know how that's supposed to be like a... It should be like a worried face or something, like... Oh? What does it want? Alright, let's store the bits of a binary number 1101 in Little Indian order. The significant byte or bit first. 1011, so it's just backwards. Now we'll convert the binary bits to a number value by adding the value of the place. The value of the place as a power of 2 for each bit. Right. So I guess that's the advantage of Little Indian. It's being able to loop over it. I need to stir my tea. There. All the sugar just sits at the bottom when you put it in first. Like a crazy person. Oh. All right, where were we? All right, we're gonna convert the binary bits. So we want bits value, right? We're going to be updating value. Is it just gonna be no? Hold on. Wouldn't that be oops? Oh, to get an index. Just 0 dot dot. Oh, that's what we need. We need the index because we're saying like how many times. Yeah, okay. I've done that wrong. Now that we convert the U size I to a U32 with incast, we'll learn about these probably later. Yes, of course. My own 16. Oh, it's just I. There we go. Quiz time again. What kind of loop is this? While I is less than stop at I plus equals 1. Stop at is 16. This is a while loop. Is that... That's the whole thing? Hint, this is a famous game. It's Fizzbuzz. Oh, there's more stuffs. I expected, you know, things for each of the problems. Can't have these expectations. And I guess we just want to, what, print I? No. Yeah. Yeah, because if it is one of those, then we're like fizz or buzz. If it's both, then we will have printed fizz buzz. But otherwise, we're just gonna print I, right? Oh, there's... Ha ha ha! Import standard library. This whole freaking line is out of order. Is that right? It's probably not right. Const standard import standard. That's right. Okay. Yeah. So that should be good. It's not good. Because it's its function. Who knew there would be so many things, and it doesn't tell you where there are problems. Let's go from 1 to 16. There are some problems. It's still broken. Oh, it's not pub. There we go. There's our fizzbuzz through 16. New function, deep thought, should return the number 42. Const answer U8, deep thought. Oh my god. What a terrible live stream. Sniffling, sneezing. I didn't promote this at all. was kind of curious just whether or not I would be recommended to. Oh, it says category is gaming. Category. Doing this all wrong. Science and technology? They don't have a whole specific category, or, you know, like Twitch has software development, game and software development. That wasn't on the list, right? There's gaming, but not game and software development. Oops. I totally did not mean to have it under gaming. Further sins. All right, functions. Does it need to be? Oh, I actually have to. All right, so does it have to be public? I don't think it has to be public. It should return a U8. All right, on to 19. Two to the so two to the should be U32. Does it work like that? Yes, it does. Are we on 19? Yeah, we're on 19, so 20. Print powers of 2, my numbers. This function prints but does not return anything. It should. Do we do any kind of casting here? I don't suppose. Oh, it says to the 2. U16. Okay, the biggest number is 8. So it's just 8 squared. Or no, it's not. It's 2 to the, so it's 2 to the 8, 2 to the 5 to the 6 to the 7 to the 8, 2 to the 8. Or 16, 32, 64, 128, 256. Start this way. 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 128, 256, 512, 1024. That all fits in a U16. So U16 is the correct answer, I think. Wait. Loop. Well, n is less than number. Oh, n plus equals 1. So it's doing it in this weird manual kind of way. Instead of saying 2 to the n, yeah, it's, oh, no. Wait, total times equals 2? No, that's right. That's still right. Total. All right, then you also return a U16. Wait, loop. You don't return anything. You void. Because it just print powers of 2. This is correct. Okay. Loop numbers n. What are you complaining about? Binary operator has white space on one side but not on the other. The hell? Loop is not a freaking keyword. Now this is while n is less than number n plus equals 1. This is such a horribly manual way to do this. But that's not the important part. We're testing whether I can fix it. And yes, I can fix it. And I was wrong? Oh, yeah, I did it wrong. 4, 8, 16, 32. 2, 4, 8, 16. Wait, is it because it's mine's 32? The first one, it starts with 5, right? Oh, so if it were 1, well, n is less than number. It starts off 0. So if it's 1, it's 1 times equals 2 is 2. 2 times equals 2. Oh, because I didn't start. So if I start 0, so 1, 2, so 4, 8, 16, 32. Yes, that does mean 5 is 32. Oh, my poor brain. Yeah. Doing the thing. I spent too much time trying to get this stream working. Probably used up all my brain power doing that. So anyway, that means what, 021? Errors. Believe it or not, sometimes things go wrong in programs. Yeah? Sometimes. All right, so for too big, too small, too 4, too blonde. Are there more issues in this program? There are. And then it's not set up to actually print. Oh, no, never mind. We don't want to print too big, too small, too 4. We just want it to do the thing. So number error. Oops. Oh. There. Oh, I don't have ZLS. This one is free. Hooray. That's not what I wanted to get. And the music stopped again. Why? Constant fight to keep this stuff going. All right, a common case for errors is a situation where we're expecting to have a value or something. Yeah, this is, nobody's gonna watch this. Even as a replay. And if you're watching this right now, I'm surprised. I was surprised. Are you surprised? I think the biggest issue is that if I'm gonna do this, I should promote it somehow. All right, error union stuffs. All right, so const import standard, good. Const my number error too small, and that's the only error. So var my number, and so it's the error and then the type. What type? I guess it can just be U8. It doesn't seem to matter, because we're just gonna set it to be too small anyway after we do this. So we want to say my number error, and then I think it's that, and then U8, and That should work. Yes, I compiled. Hooray. And I guess I still don't have enough caffeine in my system. So I guess I better fix that. Probably takes more caffeine to concentrate on these little tests anyway. Anyway, that works. So next file. Nowhere near the interesting stuff. And I remember I've done basically this before on Twitch. It's long in the past, so that video doesn't exist anymore. But now this video can live on forever, whether it needs to or not, because YouTube doesn't make me delete things. They exist. YouTube doesn't care how much data you use, they're all about it. God. If YouTube made you delete things or auto-deleted things that didn't get enough attention, that would be terrible. Okay. Add 20. Catch 22. That's funny. If n is less than 5, return too small, else return n plus 20. Then we just need to catch 22 again. And the other option would be try, which I think we'll get to soon. If we're doing catch now, then try is probably next. It's still angry because add 20 has shit for a return type. What's the error union? It's my number error, right? So or a U32. That did it. So I actually want to look at the result. A64, B22. Yeah. Using catch to replace an error with a default value is a bit of a blunt instrument since it doesn't matter what the error is. But we can catch it with a block, which I imagine we'll be doing down here. So make just right returns fix too big, and it catches the error and returns the error. Fix too big returns fix too small, catching the error. And if the error is too big, return 20. Fix too small. Oh dear, this is missing a lot. But don't worry, it's nearly identical to fix too big above. If we get a too small error, we should return 10. If we get any other error, we should return that error. Otherwise, we return the thing. How did we do it up here? Just error? Yeah. Oh yeah. In situations like that, my little fix, something I'll just have to get used to. But I feel like most of the time, it's what I want. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, never mind. Okay, so detect problems. Here we go. This is a... So, make just right. What do we actually call? We call make just right on everything. The first one's too big. The first one we should return 14, I think. And then the last one... Did I say the first one twice? Middle one. Second one. Return 14. The last one, too small. So... Make just right calls fix too big. Fix too big calls fix too small. And fix too small calls detect problems. And here Not fixed too small. Is it just too small? If there is no error. Oh, that's right. Okay, so if the error is too small, then we're going to return 10. Else return error. And this is only called if there is an error, and so the only other error would be too small, too big, which gets passed up the screen. And fix too small is either going to be 10, the number, or too big. And if it's too big, then we do that. And is there another error? It's just too big and too small. That's it. But we have to act like there's a potential for it to return some error. And make just right. Does that... Oh, it's just catch 0. Okay. Alright. Because we haven't learned about try. Did I do everything? Yeah. I totally misunderestimated how much enthusiasm that I would be able to have. Trying to induce enthusiasm chemically is tricky. Try. That's literally all it wanted. 26. I wonder why it's so hard to have enthusiasm when I have the whole week on. Shouldn't have to work to have enthusiasm. Pretty sure this can fail. Unlike standard... Wait, maybe it's not the getting of the writer that can fail. We get a writer for... Okay, yeah. We have to try standard out print. Yeah. What? That's not what home should do. Yeah. Defer. I want 2 to print after. So we're gonna defer it. So it's doing it backwards. And so this is to show that it works in a stack. I think. Because it wants goat, cat, dog, dog, goat, unknown. No, this is not it. This is it. Okay, yeah. So we print the opening parentheses and then defer the closing parentheses. And what was the... It's still, this is, the words are in the same order, it's just not, okay, yeah. Oops. Oh, my poor brain. Hooray. It was correct. What the time is? 1:40 p.m. in Alaska. Alright, what do they want? I don't really think I have the energy for this today, actually. What are we on? 29? Error defer. An error defer is a defer that only runs if the block exits with an error. Error defer cleanup. Make number is my error U32. We simply quit the entire program if we fail to get a number. But make number, please make the failed message print only if the make number function exits with an error. Oh. So, okay, that's how error defer. I had forgotten because I don't put any thought into Zig when I'm not doing it. So I'd forgotten about error defer, and that makes sense. So if we have an error inside this function, then we do the thing. Yeah. Now, do you have to... Do you have to return a number? An error? Like, do you have to have an error union? I guess you'd have to. But then, like... It can be anything, though, so it is useful, I'm sure. Switch. 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 Oh, wow. We don't need everything in between. What does it want? It's angry. Switch statements must be exhaustive. There must be a match for every possible value. Please add an else to the switch. Like that. And have it print question mark. Oh, we have to print it. My bad. Hooray. Okay, well, that is 5 through 30, where I demonstrated a knowledge of Ziglings 1 through 4. And I think that's all I can do with nobody to talk to. Chat gives streamers energy. I think that's true. That and like, it's one thing if I'm streaming code and I'm trying to solve my own problems, and another thing if I'm trying to do this. Maybe this is just boring. Maybe it's boring me, so it's gonna bore you. 'Cause if you're bored, then you're boring. Told them all I was crazy. They cut off my legs. Now I'm an amputee. Nearly 2.5 hours of this. Well, if you watched all of this, you know, or maybe you just had me on as background. Maybe I'm good background. I don't know. I do like to complain a lot, though. Some people are into that. For me, I do like complaining. I don't know if I like to hear people complain. Do I? Maybe it depends on what the complaint is. You know, cakes is a good example of an angry, complaining programmer, but you know, he's more fast-paced, and I am slow and without flavor. Some people like their streams bland. I have to remember that. No matter how I feel about it, there might be somebody out there who, like, this just turns out to be their cup of tea. But future coding streams on this channel, gotta make them more interesting. I think my plan was to get through these real quick, and then maybe work on something else in Zig with my newly refreshed knowledge. But man, like the caffeine is just not with me. I keep putting more into my system. And I guess I'm jibber-jabbering a little bit more, which is the goal. We need to jibber-jabber. That's what this is all about. We need to write the code and jibber the jabber. But concentrating on this stuff is gonna put me to sleep. Maybe I should advertise myself as a stream to sleep by. I will help usher you into that dark abyss. The good one, the one that people like. Here we have another switch statement that's going to return a U8. Does it have an else? As in the last exercise, please add the else clause. I'm going to do that here so I don't have to deal with the thing. And what character? We want an exclamation point. Okay. Is that all at once? Can you guess what happens if you remove the C? Try it. Why is there a C anyway? Note, C forces print to display the value as a character. If we don't force it to display as a character, it'll display as a U8. Because we're assigning it as a U8, are we not? Real character is a U8. We have to explicitly treat it like an ASCII character. Yeah, I don't have to try that to know what it's gonna do. Yes, and we've moved on to Zig. I was gonna stop. Oh no, 2. We haven't done 2 yet. What do you want, precious? Operations 111322. So current value. If it's 1, we add 1, so we're like +1, +1, +1. So 3, and then we cube it, so 9, and 2 is -1, so 7. Where's the issue? What does it want? Switch up. Switch must handle all possibilities. Oh, yeah, of course. So what do we do in case of nothing? Do we just do nothing? What does it want? So it should be unreachable, I suppose. Unreachable. Unreachable. They're alive, damn it. Please add a match for too small here and have it print less than 4. So and is that all we want to do? And yeah. Quiz time. Okay, good. Fun, fun, fun. Nothing too odd about that. Standard. Const num error. Error illegal number. I think that's good. When we... const my number error, and then it's just, yeah, okay, so that looks right and groovy and full of justice. Standard out, standard.io, get standard out writer. There's nothing wrong with getting the writer. It tries it, try standard out print, okay. mynum equal get number. Get number returns a error. So we probably want to try it. This function is obviously weird and non-functional, but you will not be changing it for this quiz. Oh. Did we want to return an error? Expected type void found error illegal number. Oh. Should it print 0? Now, try was short for catch and return the error, right? That's the problem. We can't use tries here. We have to catch. Is that right? Hold on. What? Was that try already there? Is there like a... Oh, solve this any way you like. Just be sure that the output is mynum equals 42. So, like we could cheat. Oh. Right, like that, right? But because we standard out print, what do we do, like catch void? You can't do that. But you can't... You can't try there. But it doesn't say I can't modify that line, so instead of void, it's gonna be and it's not gonna be wait. If we don't know what kind of error, is it just okay, yeah, that's right. Space. Alright, I'm back from my little space out session, I think. Const, etc. Oh, this is the same one. We haven't opened the other one. I just can't do it today. Can't do it. All sneezing and the BS. I'll be back. Alright, I guess I thought I would, you know, not feel like garbage while I was doing this. Why did I think that? Shouldn't have thought that. Should have just assumed. What are we at? 035? Remember that little math mathematical virtual machine we made using the unreachable statement? Well, there were two problems with the way we were using opcodes. Having to remember opcodes by their number is no good. I don't. Little mathematical virtual machine we made using the unreachable statement? No. Is unreachable a specific lesson? Unreachable is a lesson. Oh, this. Right. So we have a list of operations. We have 3 operations. And instead of numbers, they should be an enum, so that it's not stupid to look at. And if it's an enum, we don't have to include the else unreachable. Got it. An enum is a Zig construct that lets you give names to numeric values and store them in a set. They look a lot like error sets, don't they? Let's use an enum in place of the numbers we were using in the previous version. Ink pow deck. So ink pow deck. That's literally all we had to do for this. Yeah, it's the exact same thing otherwise. What is this? Enums 2. Enums are really just a set of numbers. You can leave the numbering up to the compiler, or you can assign them explicitly. You can even specify the numeric type used. You can get the integer. You can get the integer out with a built-in function. We'll learn about built-ins properly in a later exercise. Int from enum. Aha! Int from enum. Stuff.foo. Got it. So I assume it starts with 0. Oh wait, no, you explicitly assign numbers? They're really just a set of numbers. All right. All right. 0xf for hex web browsers let us specify colors using a hexadecimal number where each byte represents the brightness, etc., where 2 hex digits are 1 byte with a value range of 0 to 255. What did I hit? Okay, good. Nothing, I guess. Okay. Huh. Remember Zig's multi-line strings? Here they are again. Also, check out this cool format string. Oh, I see. X 0 greater than sign 6. Type X is lowercase hexadecimal. Would capital X make it capital X? Capital X, capital hex. Separator. Padding. So we'll want to pad with 0. Alignment is to the... Yeah, align's right. And width is 6. So we're forcing zeros. So the same thing. That should be it. Yeah. I should edit this together to make it look like I did it all quick like or some stuff. We'll use an enum to specify the character role. Oh yeah, wizard, thief, bard, warrior. I vaguely recall this one. Please add a new property to this struct called health and make it a U8. Glorp with 100 health. Yay! Wizard has 90 health points and 25 gold. Grouping values in structs is not merely convenient, it also allows us to treat the values as a single item when storing them, passing them to functions, etc. This exercise demonstrates how we can store structs in an array and how doing so lets us print them using a loop. So once again we have Wizard, Thief, Bard, Warrior. We have characters as struct with roll, gold, health, and experience. Bard chars, length 2 character. Please add Zump the Loud. If I run it without adding Zump the Loud, how does it doesn't store the character's name. Glorp the Wise. It's just in a comment. It doesn't say it. It says, feel free to run the program without adding Zump, but if I do that, it won't be initialized, and it'll be angry. And actually, yeah, it expects stuff, and it's getting random garbage out of memory, because we didn't assign it. Interesting that he's got 170 health. Look at all that XP. He's going to be a lot more powerful if we don't initialize. And he's a bard, right? So you're a bard. Blimey, you're a bard, Harry. You're a bard. Your gold is 10. Your health is 100, and your experience is 20. We did it. We are the success. Bye. Yeah. I gotta get somebody in here to say hi. Let's see here. No, nothing yet. Oh, you did say hi. Hi, Todd. Is it showing up? It's not showing up because I forgot to do the thing. Or did I forget, or did I just... Do I still have... Wait, hold on. Copies... Huh. Wait. Did that work? I don't think it's working. Oh, it is working. It is. Okay, now chat is finally showing up on the screen. And they'll automatically vanish after 5 minutes. How are the things, chat? Chat? Todd, specifically. How are the things, Todd? Do. Average view duration 29 seconds. Do. Okay, so back to actually doing some stuffs. Do. What was our quest? Check this out. Var foo equals 5. Foo is 5. Var bar. Oh no, we're learning about pointers. Bar is a pointer to foo. What is a pointer? Once I thought a pointer was a mysterious thing. And now I get them. In this example, bar is a reference to the memory space that currently contains the value 5. Blah, 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 blah. Now, what is it that we want to hear? Alright, num2. What are we printing? We're printing num1 and num2. Please make num2 equal 5 using num1 pointer. So I think that just means we need to dereference. Do we want to assign it to the pointer or just dereference it? Num2 is a U8 and it's a var, so I guess we're just going to try dereferencing it. Does that work? No. If I can type. No, it's still a complainy poo. Alright, unable to resolve comp time value num pointer. Alright, let's check out. Wait, what's not working? And now is no, it's borked. We're trying to figure it out. Oh, what's not working? Oh, the chat showing up in, so like YouTube works way different than Twitch. And so I had to find a whole nother program to get my chat. And I could have just done it directly, but then it wouldn't be like I could put it in the pop out, but I haven't prepared any. Anyway, this thing is supposed to automatically get chat for me and post it in the thing and have icons and stuffs. And it doesn't look good yet, and that will come in time. So chat showing up in the video is what's wasn't working and is now, because when you first said hi, it didn't show up on the video, and then I fixed it, and now it's working. But it's annoying the way I have to work with it. Things are so much easier on Twitch, but I didn't want to start a whole new Twitch channel specifically for coding. I wanted to try my hand at YouTube. So this channel on this YouTube channel is gonna be just coding, and mostly probably, well, the idea was live streams of coding, because I don't want to record myself coding and then go back and edit it to make it interesting. That's too much work. I am the lazy. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and then of course this is not working. So we're doing Ziglings, which is just a bunch of um, little code exercises to help you learn Zig. And here we go. That is how you don't dereference like this. You dereference like this. Hooray, we did it. We successfully dereferenced a pointer. Good job. Yay. Did the music stop again? What am I doing? Well, that was 39, so we need to go to 40. Pointers 2. What is the goal here? Fix this. What's wrong with it? A is 12, and then B is a pointer to A, and why is it mad? It says expected star U8 found star const U8. Oh. Oh. So I think this is and a dot star. I think that's what's gonna fix that. It is not. Cannot dereference non-pointer type U8. Okay, let's actually read what it says here. Var foo U8 equals 5, const bar U8 equals 5. Okay, it's important to note that variable pointers and constant pointers are different types. So then, and foo is of type star U8 because it's a var. So it says fix this. Okay, I think I get what it's getting at. Instead of doing that, actually, I can just undo. There we go. This should be const u8. And then it works. Yay, and we're on to 41. You think you get the problem that I was having with the chat not working? Chat chat hard in YouTube. What is this? Is this a quiz? Hold on, let me get rid of all this other garbage. Okay. So now let's use pointers to do something we haven't been able to do before. Pass a value by reference to a function. Oh, good. So make 5 takes a star U8. Fix this. Okay, here we go. So I think this is, without looking, change that to x dot star. There's another issue. We're in Are we in 41? We're in 42. Wait. No, there's still an issue in 41. Oh, I didn't do 41 is what happened. What is that? Why won't you tell me? If I hover over it, it should tell me what that is. I cannot tell what that is. I'm the failure. Open image in new tab. Will it show? Will it be bigger? Unnamed. It's just a flat face. All right. Well, thank goodness you showed up, but I'm probably gonna kill this because I will pass out if I keep doing this. And also the music stopped. It really did. There. Maybe just fix one more. Please define pointer P so that it can point to either foo or bar and change the value it points to. So it needs to be, oops, this should be var, not car, var P needs to be able to point to a star U8. Star U8. And that should work. Hooray, we did 41, and then we can get back to 42. Which, oh, I fixed 42 already also. So 41 and 42 both succeeded, hooray. So that means 43, but so since we just did those and I'm tired, I'm not gonna pass out. Well, maybe. I'm going to do something else for a minute and then, well, for a bit. And then I gotta come back later to play video games. But not here. This is not for video games. I'll be on Twitch later. And I can't use all my streaming energy on this. Gotta do video games. Video games are important. Did you watch... oh, you did show up for the first part of Crow Country, right? So hopefully we'll be doing a lot more Crow Country this evening. How do you feel about that? And hopefully the fact that that you showed up is going to be good for the algorithm eventually. I should have told people at the start of the stream, you know, that I was going to be doing this, but it was an experiment. I just wanted to see what happened, see if anybody would kind of wander in, looking for people writing code on YouTube live. But it's not like Twitch. Twitch almost doesn't matter what you do. There's a very real possibility that some random person will wander in, and if they are entertained, they may chat. I don't know. Crow Country's good, isn't it? Like, I think I found out about it last year, and then kind of molded over, and I wasn't real sure that I was kind of like it. And when I finally tried it, it's great. I had a lot of fun. So I gotta maybe get some more caffeine in my system, stare at something for a minute, and then come back in a while and do Crow Country. Thank you for showing up. Must stop doing this. And I can't do my Firebot thing. Well, I can do my Firebot thing. It'll still show up. I can do my own commands, but you can't. And I've got no walk on for you here. How do I get myself back to the place where I Oh, it's not even I have to actually turn it on. So it's technically connected now.
Does that wrap it up then? Yeah, except for a killer running loose.
So once again we leave this place of darkness and that familiar voice of evil that puts fear into the hearts of men and little old ladies.
It's being picked up on the mic.
Animals. So until we meet again, good night out there. Whatever you are.
I was streaming with my headphones, without headphones, because coding.